Well, guys, obviously a tough one tonight. The free throws again really were the difference, 12 of 26. I mean, are you guys a better free throw shooting team than this, or is this what? I mean, what's the problem with the free throw line right now?
Right now we're just missing. It's part of the game. We just got to keep shooting them. That's all.
I mean, that determined the game tonight. I mean, how tough is that when they're called free throws and unfortunately kind of cost you guys tonight?
It happens. It happens. Some of the best teams, they lose because they're missing free throws uncharacteristically. But I have faith we're gonna make them.
Kigab, do you know, like when you're going through the motions, I don't think you keep how many points you're scoring in your head, but do you know, like when you're struggling, particularly from the free throw line, and what have you done in your career to kind of maybe get through some of those struggles psychologically during the game?
I just focus on my breath. I usually miss if my shoulders are tense, so I just focus on my breath and try to drop my shoulders as much as possible. When my shoulders are relaxed, I'm confident it's going in.
Tyson, you had some pretty big shots tonight for a true freshman. How did it feel contributing and helping this team get to overtime?
It definitely feels good to contribute, but in the end, the main thing I want to do is win, and we just didn't get the job done tonight.
Just for both of you, after the 22% shooting night 4 nights ago, a little better tonight. Obviously, didn't get the job done, but how much did you guys kind of focus on the shooting during practice over the last few days?
We've been focusing on shooting a lot. Obviously, it's a huge part of why we haven't been playing well so far, but it's a part of the game. Sometimes you're just going to miss early on in the season, and as the season goes on, those misses become makes. So we just got to keep shooting the ball and not be scared to miss. Just keep shooting the ball.
Do you think this team is scared to miss, Kigab? I mean, you're honest with us. Is this in your guys' head?
No, it's just one of those things where a little stretch where you just miss a bunch of shots, and you either let that get to you or you just keep fighting. I think today we did a good job of fighting.
Tyson,
What did you think of Tyson's performance tonight?
He did great. He came out there, he defended, he got rebounds, made tremendous plays at the end, get into the hole. So really expecting more out of him. Very proud of him.
I know the result was the same, a loss, but how do you feel like you guys played today and in this kind of game compared to the other night?
We definitely improved, and we just got to keep improving. We can't be satisfied. We just got to take it day by day and keep getting better.
Tyson, what are you seeing on the free throw woes right now?
I think we just got to get back in the lab and keep shooting them because, with this game we missed 14. We've made a couple of those, we win the game. So, once we start knocking them down, I think we're going to win a lot of games.
Do you think last game's performance had an impact on this game?
No, we just flushed that game. Can't think about it too much. Shot like crap. So we just had to flush it, move on to the next one.
After the timeout with 7.6 seconds left, I think it was that the play to get Acott that shot, or did things kind of fall apart a little bit?
Yeah, the play was to get him that shot. They did a good job of denying, so he had to go one-on-one. I thought he got a pretty good shot. He got fouled. And we were able to get on the boards. I had my hand on the ball. I could have finished it, but I missed. But, it's a part of the game. It's part of the game.
Just to get into that position, you had the loose ball rebound where you had the jump ball, and then you forced or you drew the charge to set up that. Just how, what kind of was going through your mind there late in the game to try to put you guys in position to win the game?
Just one possession at a time. That's always our mentality. When you get caught up in the next play or the play before, you usually forget what you're doing right now, and that's when mistakes can happen. So our biggest thing is to just really lock in on what we're doing right now, whatever that is at that moment.
For both of you guys, I know it's a long season, but it's obviously you're in a tough stretch right now. You battle, you lose in overtime like this. I'm sure you're not feeling great, but what is kind of the morale in terms of trying to, not let this snowball a little bit?
We just gotta keep taking it day by day. Like I said, we can't get too high, we can't get too low because of a loss, and we just gotta continue to get better. I think we're getting better as the season's going on so far, and sky's the limit. We're only gonna continue to get better, and our chemistry is gonna keep clicking and clicking. So I'm very excited about that.
Tyson, when did you find out you were getting the start?
I found out yesterday.
Just kind of thoughts on getting first of your career and being able to get into that starting lineup.
It's definitely a surreal moment. To a dream of mine to start in a Division I game, and it happened tonight, and it was cool. But overall, I wanted to win, but we didn't get it.
You guys are obviously Division I athletes. We know you care about basketball and love basketball. So taking this loss has to be hard. But what are you doing specifically in practice to kind of reshift the momentum and get back to where you want to be?
In practice, we're pretty consistent with what we do. We have our routines. Guys come in early, get their work in, stay after practice, get their shots up as well. And, you know, our biggest thing is just to stay consistent with our routines. Sometimes when you get on the road, like when we went to Charleston, our routine got shifted a little bit, so we had to adjust. And now that we're at home, we just gotta continue to stick to our routines, and that'll take care of everything for us.
What was it? Go ahead.
About 2 straight home losses, what do you guys have to do to make sure it doesn't snowball into a third?
Don't think about it, just play.
Was it a game like that? I know you lost. Was it back and forth, a lot of lead changes, the crowd was getting into? I mean, was that a fun game to play in?
Definitely a fun game, learning experience as well. We had a lot of opportunities where we could have got stops, and those stops could have helped us on the other end as well. And you just got to take it game by game, just learn,